The state of Alabama heard, hey, you're under a federal human rights investigation due to your prison systems. And then they went, okay, but hear us out. What if we built 3 new prisons and called it progress? So that's actually not reform. That's like renovating hell. You don't get investigated for human rights violations and then respond with more human rights violations. Especially when the correctional officers are the main cause of death in these prisons. When correctional officer Roderick Gadsden killed inmate Stephen Davis, he was promoted. So when these men commit crimes, they get locked up for life. But when a correctional officer kills someone, they get a promotion and a raise. Yeah, because that makes sense. Governor Kay Ivey is out here treating mass incarceration like it's a Home Depot project. They're spending $3 billion. Billion with a B on these new mega prisons. And the best part? They're using COVID relief money. Right, because when you hear public health emergency, the first thing that comes to mind is, let's build bigger cages. The governor of Alabama literally diverted education and public health funding to build cages and then called it fiscal responsibility. That's not a solution. That's committing a crime out in the open with no shame. Mind you, the people living near these new prison construction sites, the farmers, the families, the actual taxpayers whose money is being used to fund this without their permission, they're all sitting there like, what if we don't want a 4,000 person death camp next door? So now we've got grandmas in Alabama that are forming coalitions that are out organizing billion-dollar contractors. They call themselves communities, not prisons, because Kay Ivey clearly forgot that community was even an option. Look, Alabama's prisons already have the highest homicide rate in the country. And instead of fixing that, they're expanding it. You can't end abuse by scaling it up. The documentary, The Alabama Solution on HBO, shows how deeply this rot goes. The corruption, the cover-ups, and the people on the inside and outside risking everything to stop it. So yeah, the real Alabama solution isn't another prison. It's the people saying, hell no, not this time, and demanding action. Starting with firing correctional officer Gadsden and demanding real justice.